Hi guys, so I wanted to make this recording to answer some of the frequently asked questions we get regarding our products and the opportunity to become a distributor yourself. So I asked around and had everyone send me their top questions. To those of you who provided questions, I hope I'm able to answer them the best that I can, and if I don't, then message me and I will make sure to go more in detail. So I have my list here. I'm going to go through our product questions and then distributor questions. So first up, for the product questions. So have people caught a reaction from the wrap? So now there's always the occasional person who's got sensitive skin and or is allergic to our wraps are all made of botanical lotion. That's what does all the magic. So that being said, there might be a plant-based item in there that you're allergic to that you've never even known you were allergic to or never heard of. You know, I've been surprised before. So if you do put the wrap on and you have an allergic reaction, definitely reach out to your distributor 100%. If it's tingling, that's 100% normal. So just leave it and then that dies down a few minutes after you put the wrap on. If it feels cold, that's normal. Things you should be looking out for: if it's super sore or burning or it's just completely intolerable, take the wrap off and then take a picture immediately after taking it off and then 10 minutes after taking it off to see if it truly is a reaction that you're having to the lotion itself. I only did 2 wraps and I don't see results. Everyone is different. These wraps are not going to make you lose pounds. They're not going to make you drop a ton of weight. They're not going to make you a different size. They're going to tighten and tone, or I tell people, like invisible Spanx. So it's going to slim it out. So that being said, everyone's different, and what you got going on under your skin is all different. So if you've had kids and you've got a lot of scar tissue under there, it might take you longer to see results from your wrap. It might take you longer for that lotion to sink in and do what it's got to do. If you don't drink at all, like any water or anything like that, and don't stay hydrated, then all this stuff that the wrap does is kind of useless because, and I'll get into this in a little bit, the wrap breaks up a lot of the large surface cells wherever you place it. If you don't flush your system, it doesn't flush out whatever's getting broken up. So then it just hangs there and your problem stays the same. You want to stay hydrated and continue to flush out and assist the wrap in what it's doing. And I'll get into the details of that in a few minutes of how the wrap works exactly. And there's also 1 in 10 people don't see results from their first wrap. 1 in 10 people need to do a second wrap. My enroller, actually, she's triple diamond, super successful. She didn't see anything from her first wrap and was certain that it didn't work and put it under her bed and didn't want any part of it. And then, next month she put another wrap on and her results were crazy. So sometimes it takes, 1, 2, 3 wraps to see results. That's why we sell them 4 per box. What do I wash the area with? So a little tip that I give everyone is to wrap the area with, wash the area with dish soap before you wrap. It sounds crazy, but your skin, you'll have natural just residue or a film or something from your day, from sweating or whatever it is, or if you use a bath soap that has moisturizers in it. They're very common, and a lot of times people don't even realize that their bath soap contains a lotion or moisturizer of some kind. If that is the case and you don't wash it off first, it's going to block your pores from letting that lotion sink in and do what it's got to do. So you want to cleanse that off of your skin before you put the wrap on, so this way the lotion can get in and do its job. So, little trick, I use dish soap because it cuts all the residue. Or you can use our cleanser that we sell. It's really great. I just really love it, so I want to save it all for my face as much as possible, but you can use that too if you'd like. What's the best amount of time to keep the wrap on for? 45 minutes is the minimum. However, I like to leave it on for at least an hour or 2. And I know that although they say that you can do it every 3 days, the minimum, I like to wrap every week. It's just easier for me to remember. I do every Sunday. I put on my wrap, and then I watch Walking Dead and Talking Dead, which is about 2 hours long. I'm a little bit of a nerd. What happens if I sweat or it gets itchy? So if you sweat at all, the wrap lotion won't sink in and do what it's got to do. So don't sweat. And oh God, I love it when people tell me, oh, it's just sweat weight loss. No, it's not. Because if you sweat, it doesn't work. So we encourage you not to sweat. So yeah, don't put it on and go to the gym. What's in... Everybody say hi.
Hi.
So, what was the last question? What's in the lotion? Okay, so there's a long list of plant-based stuff I've never heard of in my life that's in the wraps. It's all botanical-based. I can send you that list if you just send me a message and say I really want to check out those ingredients. Shoot it over and I'll send you it. No problem. How does it work? Okay, so obviously we get asked this all the time, and I usually use the comparison of a facial toner. How a facial toner will sink in and shrink your large pores. This stuff sinks in wherever you put it, and it shrinks the large surface cells. So whether they're filled with fat, with toxins, if they're loose and large from having children, or extreme weight loss where you have excess skin or very loose skin, whatever it is, it tightens all that back up by shrinking the surface cells. So that's why I leave it on longer. I feel like the longer the better, but I don't recommend sleeping in the wrap, which is another question on the list. I move around a lot in my sleep. I don't know anyone who sleeps like the dead and just sits there, like lays there. So if you move around at all and that wrap shifts, you're not going to get the concentration of that lotion in that one spot. And then, you can't really monitor what happens to the wrap if you're sleeping. Plus, we sweat a lot when we sleep, just naturally. So you don't want to sweat again. What is the maximum amount of areas I can wrap at one time? Girl, you could, or boy, I don't know. You can sit there, you could wrap your whole body from here down. That's fine. I mean, if you do that, send me a picture because I want to see it. But yeah, you can, doesn't matter. As long as you wait at least 3 days in between wraps in the same spot, you can wrap your whole body. How long do results last? So I say this all the time. If you go get lipo and then you go out and binge on donuts, your lipo results aren't going to stick around very long, right? Right. Same thing here. Your results are pretty much permanent, but you have to maintain it with a healthy lifestyle, and you have to make an effort to keep those results. So if you're not willing to change any of your ways, any of your habits, whatever, the issue at hand of you wanting to tighten and tone, it's going to come back eventually. So I recommend just staying away from the usual, whatever diet you want to be on or whatever it is. Try to make a concerted effort to maintain those results with a healthy lifestyle, staying hydrated, exercise. I never recommend people to be couch potatoes and just use our wraps, because that's not going to help you. That's just to tighten and tone, like spot treating. That's all that is. So you want to keep a healthy lifestyle so that you keep those results forever. How often to apply stretch mark cream or defining gel? So our stretch mark cream and our defining gel is super popular. I love using both. I'm not always the best at staying on top of using them consistently, but when I'm in my mode and I'm like, I need to get this done, I will pick times of day to use things. So I'll use my stretch mark cream in the morning. I'll use my defining gel before bed. And I'll wrap every Sunday. Things like that. It keeps me on a system. You can even mix them together. I haven't tried that yet, but you can mix defining gel and stretch mark cream together, and you can apply them as many times as you'd like throughout the day. There's no limit to that. Taking the supplements. So you can combine all the supplements. You can take them. Just the only thing is, if you're taking a fat fighter, don't take it with your supplements, because just like the fat fighter is going to bind together all the carbs and the fat, well, not all, but you know what I mean, it's going to bind together the carbs and the fat, it's going to bind together all your supplements that you took, and you're going to pass that, and you're not going to get as much of an effect. You're not going to get the full potential of that supplement I don't know why I'm having like a brain fart right now. It's going to absorb your supplement that you're taking it with. So you don't want to do that because you want every little bit of that supplement to work for you. So don't take them with fat fighters. Blah. Okay. I need a coffee. Diet pills for I don't want to be on pills. Okay, so someone said, I don't want to be taking diet pills. What's the difference between what you make? We don't make diet pills. We make vitamins, supplements, things that help your already healthy efforts. Fat fighter you take after a cheat meal. We're all human. So if you want to go have a slice of pizza, don't beat yourself up over it. Take a fat fighter, save some of that fat and carbs. I'm a diabetic, so I love the fat fighter because if I, splurge and I eat a really carb heavy meal, I can take the fat fighter and I can save a little bit of those carbs, which is great. Everything is non-GMO. It's all natural. Pretty much everything is plant-based except for our protein and an ingredient, our omegas and stuff like that. But everything is all a nutritional supplement. It's not supposed to be a diet pill. It's not going to suppress your appetite to an unnatural amount. It all just helps your body do what it's supposed to do. Our ThermoFit helps your body metabolize faster, and I think it burns 278 calories per serving. That's the rough estimate there. Just by powering your metabolism to do what it's got to do. But you're not going to find some miracle in a bottle. You're not going to find, some of the other stuff on the market's scary. It's like crack in a bottle. You won't get that from our stuff. You'll feel great. It'll give you energy, but you'll never have to worry about your heart pounding out of your chest. So that being said, yes, it might not deliver the results as quickly as one of those very unnatural, types of supplements would, but it'll definitely help you get there faster and have you feeling great, better than you would if you didn't take them. That's my honest opinion. So that's it for product questions so far. I want to do these a couple times, so you guys feel free to send me as many questions as you want. And if you want them to be answered in a format like this, then I will save them for the next recording. Just let me know. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the distributorship portion and questions. How do I make money? Okay, so we make money on the commission of our products. Very simple. You sell a product, you get commission. We also make money when we have a team with us, selling with us. And my favorite, the pyramid question. Is it a pyramid scheme? Okay. Everything we do is centered around product. We do not give any bonuses for simply signing someone up, which, unless you Googled it and you don't know it, that's what makes a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is the promise of money with no viable product. We do not do that. Every bit of money we make is entirely based on the products that we sell. Now, when you have a team underneath you, instead of you selling products yourself and just getting straight up commission, the people who are selling with you, you get a percentage of commission as well, just like any other sales structure. Any other commission-based sales structure. If you go to a shoe department and they get paid out commission, what do you think happens to the manager of the department? He gets a cut or a bonus based on how well the department does. This is the same exact thing. I looked into it when I first signed up, and I was very weary of it because I was like, okay, it's a cult, it's a pyramid scheme, it's a this, it's a that, and it's not. It's just the products looked really enticing to me, and I wanted to try them anyway. Oh, hey, babe. So I got into it, and then I read up on it and saw that it's just commission-based. People are just so damn scared because there's so many just really weird things out there, and I understand that totally. This is very laid back. It's just commission-based. The more people you have selling with you, the more commission you make, obviously. And then you get bonuses for when you guys sell really well. But, yeah, that's it. So, is there a quota? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You don't ever have to sell a certain amount. Nothing ever happens to you. That's the next question on here. Will I be penalized if I don't sell? Absolutely not. You do what you want when you want, and your pay is based on that. Can I do this if I'm on unemployment or federal program, Social Security, or disability? This is different from state to state. It's a question that comes up a lot, and just out of respect to everyone's individual circumstance, message me and we can work on finding an answer for that together. I don't pretend to know all the legalities of how that works, and I don't want to guide you the wrong way. So if this is an issue, you can message me, and I can make sure to get that sorted out for you, or at least find you somewhere to go to get an answer. I'll try my best. I'm a busy person. How can I post? Well, if you're a busy person, awesome. So was I. So am I. So is everyone on our team. We don't have people who, no one starts this out full time. Let's be honest. It's going to take you some time to build up a client base and to get some really great steady pay there. So nobody just out of the gate is like, I'm a full-time It Works distributor. It just doesn't happen. So that being said, we're all busy when we start. And then you're still busy when you do well, trust me. It's just something that if you want it, you'll work it, like I did, like everyone does. We have things that make it easier for you. There's a website that I like to use called cintshare.com, and it helps me schedule out my posts. So if I have a really, really hectic week, or like when I started and I had a full-time job, I would automatically just schedule my posts to go out when I wasn't able to post. So this way I was able to stay consistent, and I didn't have to worry about going to the bathroom to sneak and use my phone. Or, I know we have a lot of moms, family people on the team. If you share all your posts in the morning, you don't have to worry about if your kids leave you alone enough to do what you got to do during the day. So it's just, there's so many different ways, and I'm always trying to figure out things to do with my team to get more exposure for everyone, and not necessarily take up a lot of time. So yeah, it's what you put into it, but it can definitely be done very simply and time conscious, whatever. I still need that coffee I was saying earlier. How can I advertise? Just like I said, we post on Facebook. That's what I did. I mean, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever your preferred platform is. I do social media training pretty regularly, and I work with my team pretty closely to help everyone figure out, how to get started with posting. It seems pretty scary at first. My biggest thing is I never ever want to seem like I'm spamming my friends and my family. And I teach my team to never spam their friends and family. It is such a turn off to people, and it's just not authentic. And there are so many distributors out there. I could sit here and tell you, Avon and Mary Kay has in the millions. It has millions of distributors globally, and we only have a little over 100,000, I believe, which is true. But that's a large number. I'm sure each one of us here knows someone who does this, but the thing that makes some of us different is the fact that you can either present this in a way that annoys people, or you can present it in a way that helps people. And I teach everybody on my team, I make it my personal goal to help them help people. And, if you're just sharing about the product, and if any of you have seen my Facebook, you can see I keep it pretty authentic. If you're just sharing about the product, it's not selling, and it's not coming across like you're trying to extort your friends and family. So that's my approach. Let's see. How will I know what to post? I will help work with you on that. We have a pretty good format for figuring out posts. It's something that is a little bit in depth that I provide with training when you first start. So if you're interested in learning more about what to post, I have it all figured out for you. I just share it with my team members. So keep that one secret. What if I don't get customers? What if you don't get customers? So let me tell you something. I was not Miss Popular in high school. I had friends, but I was by no means, I wasn't a social butterfly. I didn't have a big network. I went to college. I was a commuter for most of it, so I didn't even have a lot of friends on campus or anything. I never worked a really social job. I worked in bakeries or offices, and I think anyone can attest to the fact that offices aren't always the most social environments. So I didn't really have an advantage like that. But my first few customers, just from posting on Facebook, were people that I'd never even spoken to in high school, really. They saw my posts and they knew me. They knew I was a real person and I wasn't some like weirdo behind the computer. Well, I am a weirdo, but they knew I wasn't going to steal their identity or anything. So they, were my first few customers. I never spoke to them in high school. Like, maybe we said hi once, and then people just started coming out of the woodwork. It's crazy. If you present it in a way that's authentic, people are going to approach you before they approach others that aren't presenting it in an authentic way. And then, of course, as you're in it for a while, you want to start expanding your network, and that's where the social media trainings that I do come in. I'll show you how to keep a pretty thriving Facebook going on and make lots of friends, lots of new friends that either you can maybe help with this, or if not, they're just friends, which no one can have too many friends. So, what do I get in the starter pack? So when you want to become a distributor, and I love this when people are like, you should never have to pay to join or pay to do anything. Well, okay, but do you not want websites to ring up your orders? Do you not want business cards or brochures or any marketing materials at all? We will never force you to buy product. You never have to keep product on hand. But when you first start, there are some startup costs. $99 for your kit, which I don't even like to call it that. It's just your marketing materials. It's like your brochures, your cards, your 2 websites, one to show people what you got, and then another one that's kind of like an office website where you can place your orders, run reports for your team, see your commissions, stuff like that, and that's all created for you. So that in itself is worth the $99, but we also give you a few products to try or sell if you want to. We give you 4 wraps and sample tubes of our defining gel, which are really popular. So you can either use them or sell them, either one. A lot of people usually use 2 and sell 2, but that's what I did. Is there a contract I have to sign? Absolutely not. You can stop at any time. You're not required to do this forever. It's not gonna cost you anything to stop. You're not gonna get the police aren't gonna show up because you decided to stop. Nothing happens. You just stop. How do I do this with my taxes? So in terms of taxes, it is a 1099. So it's something, I'm trying to think of the word. What's the word? How do I describe 1099?
Self-employment. It's from a business.
Self-employment. My fiance worked in an accountant's office for a while. Self-employment. So you would have to submit your own taxes. If you make over $600 in a year, you're printed out a 1099, and that has all of your expenses on it. But pretty much everything we use can be used as an expense. So we'll discuss that further. If commission is once a month, how do I make my money during the month? Okay, so we have weekly bonuses. Once you start gaining people to sell underneath you or with you, you get weekly bonuses. When they do well, you get a bonus. Wrap cash, which is incredible. When you wrap people and they purchase a wrap from you, that is your money. You don't have to, return that back to us or anything like that. You don't have to share it with anybody. And then your monthly commissions. I mean, like I said, it all depends on what you want out of this. If you want some help with your bills, or grocery money, or diaper money, or savings money, whatever, just, make sure that your monthly payout, your commission, you've budgeted that correctly. If you want to make this a full-time thing like I've done, then we can discuss it, and I'll help you make a plan to get there, because like I said, it does take a little bit of time to get there. I'm not going to tell you it's a get-rich-quick overnight kind of thing, because it's not. But I've gotten pretty successful so far, so I'll tell you what I did, and then we can make a plan and go from there. What is the minimum age to become a distributor? You have to be at least 18 years old. Do you guys have anywhere else? We are global. We have a list of countries that we both ship products to and accept distributors in. I don't have that list offhand or know it offhand right now, but it's pretty good amount of countries that we work with currently and adding more in time. So shoot me a message and I will let you know if the country that you're in is a participating country or not. I think that's it. How long has this company been around? Since 2011. So it's fairly new in terms of some of these other big companies, and the expansion that we've had in the last couple of years has been absolutely insane. We're a $1 billion company and we are not in debt whatsoever. So that's also really commendable. We actually have the good bonuses. Our CEO gives us good bonuses, which stands for get out of debt bonuses. And few months out of the year, if you hit a certain goal, you get these insane bonuses. I was fortunate enough to receive $22,000 in bonuses in February, and my fiance earned $2,000. There's the $500 Ruby bonus that we have right now, where 2 months after you sign up, if you hit a certain rank, you get $500 on top of about $599 in monthly commissions average. So if this is something that you're interested in and you really would like to consider it for an additional income, I would love to help you and show you what I've done. We have a great support system. We have a really simple system, and I just love it. It's the best decision I ever made. And a little bit about me. I joined just to make, like, if I made $100 a month, that was great for me. That was like great news, because I wanted to start buying organic groceries, and they're significantly more expensive. So I figured, hey, if I get some like cheap products or free products and then I can afford my organic groceries, it's a win-win. So surprise, surprise, when I got my $500 bonus in my second month, and I got my fiance his $500 bonus in his second month, and then from then on it's just been an absolute blessing. Nothing has been expected. Everything has been kind of a surprise to me, but I love it. And now I'm blessed enough to do this full time, and the sky is the limit. I can't wait to see what comes next. So I really want to keep doing these recordings more, because there's just something different about having some FaceTime rather than just me typing out a really long post like I'm kind of known for. So like I said, I'm going to post when I'm taking questions for these things, and then send me all your questions and I can put them into the next recording. If you have questions and you just want to chat, just send me a message and we can do that. Yeah. And I look forward to speaking to you guys. Thank you to everyone who submitted their questions. Anybody who did, I'm going to be doing a drawing for a free wrap tomorrow, along with our wedding hashtag contest that we were just running. And we'll announce the winners of those drawings tomorrow. Okay, have a great night, guys.